martial arts class, you'll discover the best martial arts weapon for street fight self-defense. And today, you're working with your cane. Grab your cane and follow me. You're gonna warm up by spinning or twirling your cane forward in your hand. Your palm is facing up. Your fingers aren't closed all the way, but they're closed enough that it won't fall out of your hand. Start to spin that a little bit faster when you're ready. Remember to pull your stomach up and in, shoulders back and down, tuck your chin a little bit, breathe through your nose, and then turn the hand over and bring it back. Start to increase that speed when you're ready, but don't speed up until you're ready. I do want you to get out of your comfort zone. I want you to struggle, and I want you to grow from this struggle, but take small steps. You'll get there when you don't quit. Go back to the outer spin, or this outer orbital. All you're doing here is cranking your hand in this motion here. Just having the stick in it is going to make it move that way. And then bringing it over and back again. Stomach up and in. When you move faster and faster, you're going to engage the core muscles more, building strength. All of this can be done sitting in a chair. Put it into the other hand and continue that twirl or that forward spin. Just pushing and pulling. Turn it over and back. Back to the side. And all this spinning, this is not self-defense spinning. This is preparing your hand to fight with this cane. Stomach up and in, abs tight, breathe. Back to the outer orbital. And then that endless spin in front of the body. Put it back into that first hand. Put it on the floor. Go into your position here, your protective position. This is self-defense. Street fight self-defense starts with situational awareness. See what's happening around you. Number two, get in a better position. When the threat's coming at you, put the stick between you and the threat. In this case, your stick has a hook because it's a walking cane. So from here, stepping into, or you can step back. I always prefer stepping in because that's a mental cue that tells my mind, get ready to fight. Now from this position, you're gonna strike down and strike down. This is part of your workout today. You're gonna start to go faster and faster until you're swinging as hard and as fast as you can. And you want this to come straight through that center line of the body. Keep it tight. The other hand is always up. Put it into the other hand, start in that starting position, in the starting position for the walking cane. We're talking street fight self-defense. The martial arts starting position is going to be leaning on it or walking with it. Using it as it's designed. From here, get in a better position. Practice that strike slowly at first, bringing it from your shoulder and down, up to the other shoulder and down. Keep that hand in there. Start to bring that elbow in, protect the body. As you speed up and increase the power and the force of your strike. When you're talking self-defense, street style, you have to hit as hard and as fast as you can. You can't ever just take it easy. At the beginning you do, and then increase with every strike, a little harder, a little faster. Get your heart rate up. Think about the fight. Now, from here, back to this first position, I want you to bring it into this protective position here. Imagine someone's closing the distance. Get that stick between you and that person and just push. And when you push today, start the first few just locking those arms out. Exhale, almost like you're doing a standing push-up. And then almost like an isometric exercise, pushing your hands toward each other will activate the muscles in your chest, your shoulders, your upper back. It'll force you to pull your stomach up and in like you're trying to slide your hands together, but because you're holding it, you won't be able to. Pushing it together, that's gonna activate this while you're also pushing out. Again, like a standing push-up. And what I'm trying to get you to do is activate all of the muscles in this part of the body because you're gonna use them on the next strike. As hard as you can. This is also a defensive strike. It's very, very powerful and effective. Watch what happens. They're closing the distance. those two hands, it hits all of the energy. That's the great thing about a weapon. All of the energy gets concentrated along the edge, whether it's a knife or in this case, a stick. Sometimes it gets concentrated into a smaller point. That's why they're so lethal, so deadly, and they're so effective for self-defense. So from here, just hard as you can, and again, you're pushing your hands together and you're pushing out. Your hands two directions. Trying to slide in, but holding and then out. You do about 30 seconds of this one. And now I want to do that first two strikes. These are the angles that you're practicing today. 1, 2, from here to the side. From here down to the side, then let go of the other hand and down to the other side. From here, 1, 2, 1, 2. You're starting to activate the muscles in the core again, but now, because you're going side to side, you're going to work in a different way, helping you build stability in your hips, your knees, and as hard as you can to the side, to the side. Imagine you're here, you come up here. A lot of times when they're coming at you, think about self-defense, street fight self-defense. Maybe it's one guy with a knife or a person with a stick. Often though, 2, 3, 4 people. They're opportunists. They prey on what they think is weak. They see your cane and they imagine that you're weak. You got in this position. This guy comes right at you, but he's got a buddy over here. I want to hit him here. I want to hit that guy over there. I want you to do that too. I want you to practice that way. So from here, you had these motions here, you're practicing, and then here, 2, 3, and 30 seconds, as hard as you can, side to side, and you're gonna feel your body now working in a little bit different way. Harder and harder with every strike. Go back to your twirl. Come back to the twirl, catch the breath, work on that proprioception, the way that staff moves, or in this case, this cane moves through space and time, a little bit faster, and then over here, and back and forth. It's very much like the bow staff. They're all very similar, but they all have their unique special powers and abilities. I love this because of this hook here. Later, you can learn how to hook. You can learn how to do joint locks and takedowns. But the biggest reason I like this more than anything else, you can walk in the woods with your bow staff. You can even walk down the street with your bow staff. You try to go into a city building, police department, try to go into an airport with a bow staff, they're gonna take it away. They can't touch this. This is yours. This is your medical device. You don't have to have a doctor's note. You don't have to prove that you need it to carry it. No one else can say whether you need it or not. You know you need it because it helps you walk, but also it's a self-defense tool. Oh, please don't ever apologize for the rest of your life. There's no reason, unless you did it on purpose. You came in and you met me on the street, you spit in my eye, you said, I don't like the way you look, and then later you thought that wasn't very nice. That's when you say, I'm sorry. But you show up a little late for class, welcome, I'm glad you're here. Remember that. There's some things you should apologize for, but most things we shouldn't. All right, now using this, I want you to put it between your legs and I want you to squat. Not a lot, just a little at first. Especially if you haven't been strengthening your legs for a while. This is a great way, just like those rubber bands help you unweight your body when you do a pull-up. This is the same kind of thing. Yeah, Buddhist monk, those would be really cool. This helps you, because you're using your hands a little bit, to have more mobility and start to strengthen those legs. All your strikes come off of the floor when you're standing. Later, you can kick. All those knockout punches without a staff or without a cane come off the floor through your legs. Using your cane to assist you build some of that power, throwing this in makes this an overall body workout. It's always best, if you make your first weapon, do that. You'll have a deep connection, spiritual, soulful connection with your weapon when you make it yourself. Do this for 30 seconds. Start to throw 30 seconds of assisted squats when you can. From here, go back to that first 2 strikes, 1, 2, and then to the side. Step back, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, hard as you can. And then the other side. Side to side first, just in front, these first 2 angles, and then add that step up into the side. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. The reason I'm standing here, stepping here, is it's going to reorient me this way in case I have to fight this way. If I'm fighting here, that kind of puts me off balance. Now, if you don't remember to do that, that's okay. Your body and your mind are going to work as a team through all this preparation, through all this training. You're going to figure out how to do this stuff without you thinking about it, without me being there to coach. 1, 2, 3. Let's go back to that push-up. Hands pushing toward each other, forcefully out. 2, 3, 30 seconds here. Without stopping, we're not going to go here yet. I want you to take this edge. Take a step to the side, not a lot, maybe like 1 inch, 2 inches. Just a little step, jab. This is the same as me bringing it straight into his face. He's coming at me. That'll end the fight really quickly. Now he's to the side. I want you to work on your lateral movement. A little step, drive. It's going to force you to squeeze your abdominal muscles and the intercostals and the ribs and those obliques on the side. From here, we did 30 seconds. We got this one, step back in. This side, step in. 1, step in, 2. And I'm watching you. You should be watching where you're striking. And then in. Always look first. You don't have to look long, but look quickly. Look first. Strike, and then in. Strike, and then in. Then go back to this strike and add a jab. This strike, add that strike. 1, 2, 1, 2. Another set. Squats. Assisted. Building power. Getting your heart rate up. Starting to lean your body out. Like I said before, not like a bodybuilder, not like 0% or to 8% body fat, but lean, healthy, long life, living better, feeling good about the way you look and the way you feel, the way your body moves. Welcome. Marion, good to see you. Up and down, 30-second squats, then come back up. 1, 2, step up to the side, add the jab, other side. We've got that 1, 2, step up to the side, step out for the jab. Watch again. The right foot forward, hands up. Give them a verbal command. Back up. Don't touch me. Stop. I'll defend myself. It's my right. From here, this is self-defense, street fight self-defense. What's the first principle? What's happening around me? Situational awareness. Number 2, get in a better position. Hands up and open, one hand open, one hand firmly on your cane. Right foot forward, hands up. Put the cane between you and the threat. Number 3, breath. You need that breath to focus. Just one breath. During that breath, think, what are my targets? I'm gonna hit him in the face. He's got something in his hand. He's trying to grab. It's an animal coming off the ground. That savage dog is attacking people because he hasn't had anything to eat for a week. Or it's a pack of dogs, feral dogs, right? They're running around. Maybe not in your neighborhood, but in some of your neighborhoods. So you're here. Better position, targets, practice your first technique, second technique. Angle 1, angle 2, step up with the back foot so your feet are in line. Strike to the side, step, little step as you go to the side. Strike as hard and as fast, sticking that cane wherever you can hit them. And then go to the other side. Step up, hands up, stay back, don't touch me, I'll defend myself. Angle 1, angle 2, the back foot comes up so the feet are in line. To the side. Slide in, hit them. This is your workout for today. 1, 2, foot stepped up, 3 to the side, strike. Start over with the other foot. Hands up. 1, 2, step up, down, strike. 1, 2, step up, 3, 4. From here, stop. Practice the verbal command. And it's a command. It's not a request. It's not a comment. And it's not a thought. It's not a question. That's why I told you earlier, don't apologize. Don't say sorry. Because it's all connected. That timidness, and it's not your fault. I'm saying society, it puts that in us, especially if you're a female. You apologize for everything. Oh, I'm sorry. You bump into somebody. I go grocery shopping, not now. Everybody's wearing masks and gloves and everybody's staying away. But let's say you go shopping at Christmas time or the holidays and people are bumping into each other. There's only one robot or Roblox toy thing or whatever my kid wants, right? I'm gonna get it. It's right there. Someone else is coming in to get it too for the same reason. Who says I have it right or they have it right? And the other person, oh, sorry, go ahead. He's gotta go home and tell his kid, sorry, son. I know they made that whole movie with Sinbad and, what's his name? Schwarzenegger, right? But that's not what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about the funny aspect. I'm talking about that sad, now let's take it like to the extreme. It's the Wuhan, everything's shut down. They're not getting enough food into your neighborhood or into your town. You gotta go out and get some milk and some bread and some meat or whatever it is to bring home to feed your kids. And you get there and the other person is more aggressive and they just take it. And you're standing, oh, I'm so sorry, go ahead. And you go home and you gotta face your kids in their tears and their stomach's hurting. Oh, I'm so sorry, sweetheart. Now I know some of you don't deal with that because you might live in a culture where you understand what that is. You don't even think about it. Are you kidding? But here in the West, especially, we're all so timid. We've been beaten into submission through schools. Raise your hand. You might be wrong. Friends, we're all friends here. Let's all get together and be, right? And make a good choice, sweetheart. And then when the kids get in trouble, instead of just saying, hey, pay attention. Look at me while I'm talking. Don't talk while I'm talking. You won't be able to hear what I said. They say, what do you think you should be doing? Do you think that's a good idea? Oh, and then they use embarrassment, coercion. Write your name on the board, turn a tag, turn a card. I'm gonna send Classroom Dojo. I'd like to find whoever made Classroom Dojo and give them a piece of my mind or a piece of my stick. Yeah, everybody wants food for his family. And you understand that where you are because that's your reality. But I'm talking about over here where everybody's a little bit too big because we have too much to eat all the time and everybody thinks a little bit too easy. And then all of a sudden the world goes upside down and people are starting to think in the back of their head, where did we go wrong? This is it. No direct communication. It's direct communication. I'm not asking you not to punch me in the face. I'm saying, don't touch me. I'm not saying it hurts my feelings when you talk to me like that. I'm saying, hey, stop. Don't talk to me like that. You don't have to like me. You don't have to respect me. You don't have to like the color of my skin, my gender, where I come from, what I believe, the words coming out of my mouth. You don't have to like any of it. You don't, and I don't have to like you. That's liberating. You don't have to like me, and I don't like you. But you can't make fun of me. You can't tease me. You can't call me names. You can't post nasty, negative stuff about me all over social media. And that's what's happening to young people in this country and around the West especially, and no one seems to know what to say to help them out. The teachers want to get together and kumbaya and let's all sing songs and tell the other person how they should feel bad about what they do. But it's not true. I can't wait either. This is ridiculous. Although, maybe we needed this kind of as a reset and kind of maybe turn a little bit and go in a different direction, just a little bit, right? But this is my point. When it comes to self-defense, street fight self-defense, there's no room for I'm sorry. When I smash you through the face, I meant to do that. I told you don't come in. I said I was going to defend myself. And I meant every word of it. And here's my action to back up my words. And that's how you have to live your life. Not mean, not aggressive, not violent, but direct and committed. That's why I want you striking as hard as you can. That's a commitment. 1, 2, to the side, smash. And then the other side, 1, 2, right? You know what I mean? And smash them. But it's that commitment and that's that belief that raises your confidence and your self-esteem so you don't have to worry and lose sleep at night and feel like something's just not right and everything's out of your control. No, it's not. What happens in the world is not in your control. How you think about it, how you speak about it, and how you act around it, that's 100% in your control. You can't control who you are, where you've come from, the language. I mean, you can learn new languages, right? You can lighten your skin, darken your skin a little bit, cut your hair different. But the reality of who and what we are as people, that's out of our control. It's either a blessing or a curse, depending on how you choose to think about it. But you have 100% control over your how in life. You want to be more honest, more loving, more disciplined, more hardworking, more truthful, more brave, more courageous. You can work on all that every single day. Right this moment, you can be more kind. You can be more patient. You can breathe. You can be more disciplined with what the food you stick in your body and the fluid you stick in your mouth. You have 100% control over your thinking, speaking, and action. Thinking, speaking, and action. That's it. But that's all you need. That's your superpower. A meteor or a comet might come and strike the earth and kill us all like they say the dinosaurs. Maybe that's what it was. Maybe it was something else. You don't have no control over that, right? Either whether the government let the Wuhan out or someone ate a bat at the market or who knows what. Who cares? None of that matters. Don't wait for someone to come save you. Be your own first responder. Learn to be your own bodyguard. Take the things that you have control over. Take control over that, and you'll absolutely change your life. All right, thank you so much. I learned a lot from you guys too. You wouldn't believe, I know, and it's not cliche, but when I talk to you and I see your feedback, whether it's in the comment section or in the chat, that lets me know whether I'm doing a good job or bad. And it's not that I care about that from like an emotional standpoint, because I really don't care. What it is that I want to be the most effective communicator with you that I can be so that you can learn how to do these things, because it really does make me angry thinking about hearing people around me all the time for maybe like the last 20 years or more, just not taking responsibility. And I don't blame them. I'm not saying it's your fault if you're acting like a victim. I'm saying society maybe put you in that position, and once that light bulb goes off, you have that little bit of enlightenment, that door creaks open a little and you see the light coming in, and then you're like, oh, maybe I can walk through that door. Then I will get a little frustrated, and I gladly push you and push you and push you and push you. Not because I'm any better or I'm any more enlightened or any smarter, but just because I know what's on the other side of that door. A lot more doors. But every door opens to a bigger, beautiful, more beautiful reality. And not easy, but just more rewarding, and not feeling like, not having to feel depressed all the time or afraid or worried. And it's not, has nothing to do with your body and how you're made and anything else and what you're able to do. It has everything to do with right here, thinking, speaking, and action. Thanks so much. I got to get them. Thank you. Appreciate your being here all the time and asking for these. If you need one of these, check the comment section below. I'll put a link where you can get one shipped. It's like 15 bucks. And I have a couple now, and it's a heavier weight, but it's a good weight to get stronger with. I'll see you next time.